it probably would not have needed change just then.
Just then.
And I said, boy, I'm flirting with danger here. And
Well,
sure enough, I was able to skin those things off, put it back together.
Congratulations.
And that's my story. Hey,
That's
I have another funny story.
Tell me, talk to me.
I think this is a little bit, maybe it'll hit home to some folks, but my wife is watching the Golden Bachelorette. Have you heard that?
That's this new.
It's like the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. She's an older
geezers.
Lady. Yeah, she's probably in her 60s.
She's a geezerette, yeah. Okay.
Reasonably looking, nice looking woman. Okay. So she's watching this and she's making she's making kind of comments and everything. And I said, what is troubling you about this? She said, I feel bad for these men. I said, what?
Well, that's a first.
Yeah, she says, oh, look at these men. She said, they're all upset. They're all in tears that they were rejected or something. And then she points out the desire for companionship apparently never goes away. It's a major issue. Loneliness is considered a legitimate ailment. And these men, which are all pretty handsome, but they're competing for one girl. And it kind of makes you think, we are lucky enough to have spouses that we're not widowed or divorced.
Both have.
If we only had each other, life would be tough.
Yeah, if you and I only had each other, yeah, that'd be different. So no, that's a serious point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, she was feeling bad for that, and it was like, geez, how do these guys? So, I only mentioned that to you because she felt bad for the men. It just the reality of it. I never would have picked up on that. I figured, those guys, they're all good looking. They can go out and find somebody. Apparently, it's not that easy. So, anyhow, I've got my cigars and I've got a good wife, and I'll carry on.
That's all you need. Plus, you've got some time on your hands. Yeah. Hence the wiper blade fiasco.
Yeah. Anybody's got any comments on that? That's a sensitive subject, sensitive topic, and right into us. Tell us what you think.
We can joke about it, but it is a serious topic.
It is a serious.
You're right.
Subject.
It's a serious topic, and it's people need people. It's really
people need people.
Make a friend, folks.
Right. That's basis of our whole podcast was contact that old friend that you have and known for many years, check and see how they're doing. So anyhow, that's kind of the lighthearted stuff I've been up to. So,
okay. So while we're on lighthearted stuff, have you heard about the annual Ig Nobel Awards?
I know what that is. And I can't think of what it was, but as the name implies, you can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this stuff up. This is kind of a takeoff on the Nobel Awards, which we all know.
It's extreme opposite of a Nobel Award.
Extreme opposite. They look at all this studies, research work that has gone on in different fields, and then they make awards to the ones that they think are the most questionable. Okay. Again, people that have maybe had too much time on their hands. So there were a bunch of them, and I'll put a link to the awards, but I'd like to touch on 3 or 4 of them here.
And I would also point out that we wouldn't even know about these unless this group scoured the locations of stuff like this to even tell us about it. I mean,
somebody is scouring through the research papers all around the world, because these people are from all around the world, the winners. Right. Yeah, they absolutely are. So I'm not going to say
what are they.
I'm not going to say who the quasi winners are, but let's see. I got 4 categories that I'd like to touch upon. The first one is anatomy, and the winner here got their prize for studying whether the hair on the heads of most people in the northern hemisphere swirls in the same direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, as hair in the heads of most people in the southern hemisphere. Now
I mean, people want to know that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a
I mean, you don't have
important
that. You
factor.
don't have to. You're probably not thinking about that at all.
I go to hemisphere back and forth, not even having a thinking about it.
Yeah. But yeah, somebody wrote a paper on that. Uh, let's move on to physics. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Physics.
Okay. The award in physics went to a team who published a paper to demonstrate and explain the swimming abilities of dead trout.
The swimming abilities of
Yeah,
dead
that's something that's
trout.
that's been a burning issue for us for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so that's physics. Physiology. Now this one,
Physiology. Okay.
physiology. For discovering that many mammals are capable of breathing through their anus. You're speechless, aren't you? You're speechless.
I'm trying to think. Did they give an example of a creature that did that?
They did
No.
well. Well,
That's the
I
topic
didn't
of the
read the paper,
research.
but actually, I read a story about this research, and it's. I mean, it was legit. And on the legit side, it's they were looking for ways if somebody was like a burn victim or something, how could they get oxygen to them if their airways were closed? So there is some legitimacy to that. But
Oh, I see. I
okay, but
see.
I don't know. And I think biology is my favorite here. Okay. And they won for exploding a paper bag next to a cat that's standing on the back of a cow to explore how and when cows spew their milk. I know you've been up at night a lot of times wondering that.
Isn't that something we did
Trying
as
to
a
figure
kid?
out how you can get a cow, a cat, and a paper bag in a room at the same time.
Didn't we do that in high school? We'd take a cat and throw it on a cow. Let's say, quick, Dave, hit the plastic bag when the cat hits the cow and see what happens.
That was a long time ago. Too many secrets coming out here. Oh my gosh.
Soul. We
Well,
were going to take that one to the grave with us, weren't we?
yeah, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
That idea is shot. But anyway, so I think there were like 12 or 15 of them anyway. So we'll put a link to that if people want to read the rest of them.